Hey guys, welcome to an episode of Michigan Fishing. We're going to do a video for FishinTheVille. He is trying to decide if he wants to get a Duckett or a Cabela's Prodigy. Just start off with the price. Cabela's Prodigy is a $100 rod. Micro guide or conventional. I prefer the micro guide, obviously. Lighter, better, less flimsy of a rod. And many other reasons, but you guys can look into that. Duckets are anywhere from 150 to 170 depending on your length. Obviously for the price, the Cabela's Prodigy already wins, but a lot of people don't like to get companies with Bass Pro or Cabela's on their name because they don't see them as rod manufacturers. But anyways, I'm going to go over these two rods and we're going to start from the butt end of the rod till we get to the tip. So here, let's start. I'll start with the Prodigy and then for the same thing move over to the Duckett. So anyways, Prodigy has weight adjustments that you can put in insert. I have a video on this whole rod and reel, and I have it paired with a smoke. I would say probably the sexiest reel to ever be paired on a Prodigy. No joke. The weights insert, and then you screw this back on. I have them in my tackle box, so I'm not going to go grab them. Split grip, obviously. Has a nice greenish, dark green, brown, gold wraps. Very nice. And then EVA foam, which is very, very comfortable. This is, I mean, I felt this and then put a Veritas in my hand. And this was, I put this and then a Veritas in my hand, and this was easily more comfortable as far as the reel seat, the foam. This is a very, very soft plastic. I have no idea what it is, but it's sleek and soft and smooth. It's very nice. Let's go over the Duckett. Duckett, nothing fancy about the butt end, just this kind of protects your cork. The cork's actually pretty comfortable. Doesn't let you slip. Big exposed, it's big split grip, obviously. These, like I said in my Duckett reel review, these add weight, like balancing weights, and then they also help with look, which you always want a nice looking rod. A lot of people are worried about that. Personally, I'm not. I prefer performance of rod over look. But anyways, this is also feels much like this. They're much of the same thing. So Duckett and Cabela's definitely went with the right choice on that. Exposed reel seat. I mean, it's not huge, exposed reel seat, but it's enough for you can get 2 fingers on there, at least for me. Exposed reel seat on the Cabela's Prodigy though, all up there and back here. So you can get 3 or 4, however you hold it. Some people hold them weird, and some people only go like this, and some people go like that and that. Keep going on and on. The cool thing about these rods, I don't know about the Duckett. My first guess would be a yes, because it's all graphite transferred through here. It's all graphite going through from your rod to your reel seat, which adds a lot of sensitivity, which a lot of companies miss, but more are starting to get to it. My first guess would be that Duckett did the same thing. Knowing Boyd, he would probably do that. So that's pretty much the tail end. I would say nicest EVA foam you can get. The cool thing about EVA foam that a lot of people don't know about is if it gets roughed up or anything, you take a real fine sandpaper, like a 280 or something like that, and just go over it real nicely, and it's like brand new again. And you don't wear it down hardly at all. Now let's go over and start moving from the handles up the rod. Each have a hook keeper. The Duckett has a typical hook keeper right there, and then I believe the cranking model has white wraps, and then the non-cranking have red. Couldn't really figure that out. Some people say Bass Pro did that, and others, and I believe it. I don't believe Bass Pro did that because I've seen them at Cabela's like that too. So that's the hook keeper on that. It's just standard hook keeper. The cool thing about the hook keeper on the Prodigy is that it's more of a Texas rig hook keeper except backwards. So it really allows for your hook to sit in there, or you can bring it out this way so your hook is out so it's not damaging your rod. Not as safe, but as long as you're careful, you're fine. So that's what I do like that about both rods. They both have hook keepers. I will not, literally, $200 rod doesn't have a hook keeper, not buying it. That's one reason why I won't get a zombie rod. Now, a zombie rod's different because that's a $300 rod, and if I did win that or I did buy it, I wouldn't mind it then because you can always buy things to attach to it. But at $100 to $200, I better be getting everything I paid for. Then you have the logo. Duckett has a really, really cool logo. Then the Micro Magic. And then it says the model, which is length 7 foot, cranking. This rod right here is my spinnerbait rod. Actually, it's 6'6", medium heavy. What I do like about this, and yet again I do like about the Duckett, is the thickness difference. You have a medium compared to a medium heavy, the Duckett's thicker. What I do like about this is it makes me feel like I have more power, but I like about this is more sleek design. So, yet again, it goes back to whatever you like. Yet again, balancing. All of these are balanced very well. Both rods have awesome micro guides. The Ducketts are smaller. I think they are about, let me look at them real quick. I think they're about 2 to 3 millimeter inserts on the inside. Okay, and then those I would say probably about 3 to 5, somewhere in that range. I'd probably say 4 to 5 inserts, which is, yet again, it's very small. Not as small as a Duckett, but it's small, which does lead to advantages. I mean, the reason people don't like micro guides is if you fish in the winter, it freezes up. Sorry, I don't bass fish in Michigan in the winter because our ponds and lakes are frozen. It's not like we get a cold day and the water doesn't freeze because it's only been cold 1 or 2 days, so it's not like that here. Start moving up the rod. The Prodigy, this is a 6'6" model. This is 7 foot. So you gotta remember, this would have more guides than a 7 foot model. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. So this has 12. Extremely sensitive. Nice, fast, but yet soft tip. That's what I really like about this. What I like in a spinnerbait rod, play backbone, really nice soft tip, so I can put that in literally the size of a Dixie cup. That's what I really like. So the Duckett, since this is a cranking, it's all graphite rod. I prefer all graphite for cranking, unless it's a KVD, because his are literally perfect. You got a nice moderate. It goes straight through, right to this guide, all the way to the tip. This is a nice moderate. And then you hit pure backbone, which is what you want. As soon as that hook's in the mouth, as soon as that crankbait's all the way in the mouth, you need that hook set. A lot of people forget that when they're looking at a composite rod. In my personal belief, I think that you still need something to drive those crankbaits hooks all the way through. So that's that. The triggers are very similar. I didn't go over that. Neither of them really curve up or go straight out like some brands do. How much does the Duckett have? This one has 12 too. This has 12. So 13 guides on a Duckett will fit on a penny. That's another thing. I do like the Duckett more than the Prodigy, even though it probably seems like I've been bragging up the Prodigy more today. I like the Duckett just because I got more confidence in it. I paid more for it. It's got Boyd's name on it, and I've caught tons of fish on it. I haven't really got to use this rod a ton. But for the money, to the money comparison, definitely the Prodigy. Pick up yourself a Prodigy. I'm telling you right now, pick up a Prodigy. They're way better than any Bass Pro Shop rods, guaranteed. Don't get the conventional guides though, because I saw those and those look like crap. So definitely, if you're looking at a micro guide rod, I only got $100. Don't go to the Veritas. Don't go to the Mojo Bass. Don't go to any of those. Get yourself Prodigy. I'm telling you. Now, if you're one of those guys that can afford something more, I'm talking $150, definitely a Duckett. Ducketts are lighter. This rod right here is 3 ounces, 7 foot. This one is probably about 3 ounces. That's what they say. It's about 3 ounces, but this is 6'6". So you are going to have slightly more weight, but it is balanced very well, and it does allow you to balance it yourself. So, anyways, that's my comparison video. That's what I would choose. Definitely, if you're looking at a $100 rod, Prodigy, better than any $100 rod on the market, in my opinion. A little bit more expensive, go to a Duckett. So, that's my comparison video. Sorry for the long video, but when you're choosing rods, you got to be careful. I didn't even begin to scratch the surface of either of these rods, but this is just a couple ideas that I have about each of them, why I like them. So, anyways, for FishinTheVille, this is my video for you. So definitely check out both rods. I know you have been. Where you're at, if you want to only spend $100, pick up the Prodigy. So, anyways, for those of you watching, stay tuned for more episodes of Michigan Fishing.